everyone here. Hope you're all well. Okay, when I did this card, this little light up card, still enjoy this. Oh, lights up inside. If you haven't seen my other video, then you know, do check it out. Can you see the lights inside? It looks lovely when it's in, you know, sort of in the dark. Beautiful without the dark for during the day, and then at night they can light up the card and it's lovely. You know, if you've got it on the mantelpiece or wherever they want that, on the sideboard, if that's what they still call them. So I promised I'd make a box for it and show you how I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do it to match this completely. So when you're doing your calculations, that card is a 7 by 7, so you need to add at least another ½ inch, so you've got 7½ inch. So this is how we're doing the maths. And then you want a 3/4 inch depth to it, so plus another 3/4 inch, because you've got the top and the bottom and the side and the side. So when you add to this with your 3/4 and your 3/4, you've got 1½ there, and then you've got a half there, and you've got your 7. So that's your 1, 8, 9. So that's 9 inch. Does that make sense? So that when you've got your box, then you're looking at 9 inch by 9 inch. I'll just turn my sound off my phone. Okay, so on my card, I use this beautiful texture card that I got from Pink Frog for the outer parts of it, and I want to use some of their texture card for this. Can you see the texture on that? I don't know if it's too bright with the light. So I'm going to go with 9 by 9, and this is for the base. So that's 9 by 9. And then I'm using my tool to put that in. Score tool, and I'm doing that at 3/4 inch, like we said. Turn, 3/4 inch, turn, 3/4 inch, turn, and 3/4 inch. And then we're going to cut up to that cross that's in each corner. There's a cross where your score lines have crossed, and you're just going to mitre those little edges like that. You see that? Same on the other side. Just mitre the corners a little bit, and then turn it around completely so that it's facing, and then do the other side. Like that. So I made quite a big card, so I mean, you don't have to make it so big. But while this is flat, I'm then going to stamp on the underside, because this is the base, of course. So when it's folded up, that is the base. Let me get my stamping platform. My Eureka. Sorry, it's a bit mucky. I've been really busy in this. Just fit that in. That's why I like the Eureka. It's a good big base. I mean, that's 9 inch by 9 inch, and it's, you know, it's only just overlapping there a little bit, so it's not a worry. I've got a stamp that was a Chloe stamp, Chloe's Creative Cards, that says handcrafted with love, so that's going to be on the bottom there. Stamp that. It is textured, this paper, so we'll see how the stamping goes. Just press down well when you've got textured card. Oh, it's gone on all right. It's okay. You're going to have patches with textures. I think that's why I like to use them as a matte and layer, like I have done on the card. But I just wanted the box to match as well. You know, something special. This is going to be a special card. And on the bottom, I have a stamp I got off eBay that has my name on. And you just go on and type in personalised stamps. That has my name on. Again, not brilliant on texture card, but hey ho, we're okay. So let's take that out and move that. And then we're going to fold these edges up. Just put that on there. And you're going to need a bowl folder or something to really get a nice sharp fold. And just go along with it like that. Around. Like that. Do those edges. And then fold in your tabs, because those are the bits we're going to glue now. And move that card away. So on those tabs, just add a bit of glue. Not too much, you don't want it to ooze out. And then turn it up. And this is why you need that sharp edge underneath so that it doesn't bow too much. Okay, do the other side. Nice bit of glue on each tab, like that. And there you have your base. So you know which way that is up. Just put my top on my glue and it doesn't block. And get our card. And that fits in nicely. It's comfortable because it's got that box at the back for the battery. Fits in there just nice. So we're going to do the lid now. Now when you do the lid, you need to add it an extra 1/8 onto it. So I'm using A3 card because this is a big box. You won't get away with A4 with it unless you're doing a smaller box, which is about 6 by 6. I think you can get away with. Yeah, you can just about get away with a 6 by 6 box if you're making your card smaller. And of course, with this die, you know, you don't have to do all this matte and layering. You can get that down to a 6 by 6 because this die I think is 5.5 by 5.5. So you can make it smaller if you wish. Or you can get some nice A3 card like this. And Pink Frog do loads of it. So the other was 9 by 9. So now we're going to 9 and 8. Ooh, struggle saying that, didn't I? And I've only had a cup of tea with my dinner. And then we're going again to 9 and 1/8. Okay. And again, we're going to score it 3/4 of an inch. If you're using textured paper, you need to score well on it because it's quite a thick card. This is very, very good quality card. Certainly doesn't rip through. Or if you've got some 12 by 12, you don't even need A3. If you've got 12 by 12, that again is perfect. Just double check we've got this right now. So we'll cut again up to that cross and mitre. Like that. This shouldn't be too tight on the lid as a lid. If you feel your lid's a bit too tight, you can always go a bit beyond an eighth. I just don't like my lids sloppy on them. I like them to fit quite tight. And if you want to stamp on your lid, you can do. But what I've done is I've printed off this lovely electric ink background, and I've added one of Carly's dollies on here and a Christmas tree from the collection as well that's in one of the images. And I separated the tree and added it into here. You know, this is the thing with digital stamps. Once you get into digital, I know it sounds a bit daunting sometimes. You think, oh, how am I going to do that? But you know, just it's one of those things that you've got to put in a little bit of time with it, learn the process, and once you do, you'll be absolutely whizzing with it, and you'll think, wow, that's brilliant. I've got a bit of lace here. From a lace dye I got from Maximum Crafts, and it wasn't quite as long as I wanted, but it allows you, it doesn't cut the end, it allows you to extend the end. So I don't know if you can just see that little line where I've extended it, but I can sort of put that on there like that and add that there. So I'll do that now. I'm going to get my glue and go as far as I want with it. So I've got some bits that have just come out the dots, you know, you with your poker tool. So let's put that behind. I just want that lacy edge. Oops, wrong way. What a dope. What a dope. Just a second. Won't be a minute. Some tissue on there. Just get that glue on. So there you go, another blooper. So let's glue this side. And let's pop that down where we want it. Just want that little silver lacy edge there. To the end, like that. Can you see that? Let's pull that to there. Okay. I'll do the same with the other side. be a nice little edge, that, isn't it? Put on the lid like that. I couldn't decide whether to go all the way around with it, but I'm gonna keep it like that. It's a full glue, this as well. I don't know why it's not coming out fully. Nearly there. Oh, let me get my needle. What did I do with my needle? That's gone missing. Not to worry. Take my glue out of there, see if I can squeeze it out. Oh yeah. It just needed a good squeeze. That's going in the middle, like that. Bring that around. I'm going to turn it over, press that down, and mitre our corners. Get the bone folder on our corners. Again, get a really nice sharp edge on that. Then we'll glue those sides. Hold it for just a minute and a few seconds. Press that down. And there we are. Just put that lid on there. Press that down. And that should fit nicely then on top of there, which it does. So just an 1/8 over has been absolutely perfect for it. So can you see? That's fit absolutely perfect. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glitter up some of this image because I can. I'm going to get me, this is it's called Habercraft 2-way glue pen, and it's quite thicker at the end. Can you see it's thicker? Just sort of pump it on the side before you use it, just to make sure it's nice and juicy. Going all around these baubles here. In the light here, a bit of snow on the top, and on her hat at the top, nicely on her hat. Lots of nice glitter and a pom-pom on the end. And I'm going to do some snowy glitter on the roof as well. On the tree. And on the floor. and some the odd dot of just get some more glue out for snow. And then this is Chloe's Creative Cards. It's called Crystallina. So it's not a high glitter. It's a very, very light glitter. It's not heavy. So it's just a hint of glitter on there. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the glitter? So it's just like a sparkle of snow. Very nice. So I decided not to colour the image, but to leave it this lovely frosty blue. This gorgeous frosty blue. So that will be on there, like that. And what I did was I've left the, I put the image further down a bit, so that up here I can do a Merry Christmas sentiment later on. I'll just get a bit of glue under there. It's just not fully glued down. Just to hold that a second. But that's nice, isn't it? It's a really nice box, and I mean you can dress it up exactly as you want, but that's how I made the box. So you've got that, you've got it at the bottom. Let's get that the right way around. But can you see how that fits over lovely? And it's not too slack. Handcrafted with love. And there we have it. A very special Christmas card in a box. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope it's been useful for you, and thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.